Hello and welcome back. This is part 2 in the sort of assessment video, if you like, of the Singer 401A model. If you've seen part 1, you would have seen that I'm having trouble with the motor on this one, so I'll link it in up here, link to part 1. This is part 2, where I will use this machine basically as a parts donor. I'm going to be using the nice chrome pieces and the other bits that I can take off this that are in good condition to get the other machine that you saw at the start of part 1 looking nice and sewing well. So I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to use this machine here as my good machine. So I was looking at these two lids and I thought the colours looked a bit different, but maybe it's just the grime. Slightly, yeah, I think they're the same. I thought they might have been slightly different models, but you know, obviously this one's got the little brown felt washers there and this one's got the red. Whether they're factory or not, I don't know. But you know, the likes of this lid here is in a lot better condition than this one here. There's a little bit of sort of oxidization or something going on under the paint there. You might be able to see just in the light there, it's like a bit of oxidization going on under there. So that's, you know, not an overly good lid. And you can also see a bit of rustiness there. If you compare that to the good one, you can see that's in a lot better condition. So this lid will be put on this machine. What I want to do first though is I want to make sure this machine is a good runner. Just make sure that at least the motor and everything works. Light goes. Seems okay. It's a little bit noisy. I'll service it while I'm at it. Yeah, I think you know, this here's also got some oxidization going on. I'll take the bits and pieces off and give the machine a clean, swap some parts over, and hopefully we have a nice little Singer 401A. I mean, if I can, I'll use the original parts. You know, if there's the original one for this dirty machine here, and the one off the broken motor machine is this one, and the one off the broken motor machine is looking better than the original dirty machine one. So I will swap those over. And as far as some of these mechanical parts go, it's looking okay. Get the plate off there. Everything seems fairly tidy. I'll replace the tensioner here. Oh, maybe just the... I'll compare those bits. I don't think that's too hard to get out. Yeah, but I think mechanically, you know, it looks okay. In the top here, it's certainly not looking as tidy as the other one. There's a little bit of surface rust. Yeah, I might look at replacing this here. Oil will sort this out. It's certainly feeling a lot better in the hand wheel department and the motor department, so that's good. And if we have a look, oh, yeah, bob and winder rubber's a bit perished there. That can be replaced. I think that this sort of work is probably my favourite sort of work, really. You know, making a good machine out of two, especially these older nice machines. You know, there's just something about them. This one's got the rubber feet. Not that you can see past the cat. Hey, Molly. Not helpful. Right. Yeah, bit dirty inside. Rubber feet are attached. I'll go and give this a blowout. And there's a spider there. It's a live I don't kill spiders, I like to save them. I'll take them outside. Okay, so I'll go and feed a cat, take the spider for a walk, give this a clean out, and come back. I'll give the machine a wipe down and we'll go from there. See you soon. Okay, back again with the cat. She didn't want feeding, she just wants attention. Let's start by I just use a gentle sort of multi-purpose cleaner, nothing special. Obviously you don't want to be squirting that cleaner, you know, down the oil holes, just beside them. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, there's a little bit of oxidization going on under the paint on the body of this machine. I mean, I don't really want to go, I mean, a full swap out would mean getting the motor out, and that seems a little bit risky to me when they're jammed in like that. I will work on that other one to see if I can get that motor out, but I just want to use a bit of heat. So anyway, I will come back when I've cleaned the majority of this machine, the base anyway, and start swapping some parts over. I'm never really too sure whether to, you know, show the full cleaning process on the video because, you know, I don't think people want to see someone clean up a machine, although I think some people find it quite relaxing. I know sometimes I do, depends on the mood. If I'm watching YouTube videos and someone's cleaning something up, sometimes I'll sit there and watch it. I sort of wonder, should I just do time-lapse type, speed up the video, or just cut the whole lot out? I don't really quite know. It's a personal preference thing really. Some people like to see it, some people don't. But anyway, I thought I'd show a little bit. You know, I've mentioned the toothbrush trick. It's quite handy. A quick go over there. I think that's looking pretty good. I mean, the machine's in not too bad a nick once you get behind all the grime. I don't think it's had a lot of use. I mean, if you a good judge of whether a machine's had a lot of use is you'll see the paint would start to come off in this area on these edges here, and you know, there's no paint missing there. We've got this little nick on the edge here. You know, again, that's the case latch going down there. Yeah, I've given it a blowout with a compressor. You know, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Some of these parts like that there's going to be replaced, so I won't bother cleaning that. I think I might replace these. I'll just take a closer look at that at the time. So right, that's fairly well, you know, cleaned up. Call that a preliminary clean there, and then it's just a matter of servicing, oiling. So if we'll just go through some of the important oil points here. I don't know whether I'll show you the whole lot, but definitely, you know, top and bottom needle bar bearings. Definitely get those oiled. Anything that moves really, but just be careful not to oil near the motor. You don't want oil getting down into the motor area. Yeah, I find this sort of work, you know, this is my own machine, so you know, I do enjoy restoring things. I don't just do sewing machines, but I do get a lot of satisfaction out of restoring old things, sometimes even new things if they break. Quite handy too. Be able to get in there and fix things. I'll replace the bobbin winder, so I won't bother with that. Let's get into the top here. Is that an oil point? Yeah, I think that's an oil point. You can see how these evolved actually. Well, no, you can see how the Singer 700 series, which I've done a few videos on, has evolved from this system here. Now it's possible I may miss the odd oil point here, mainly just because I'm doing this from you know, beside a camera, and sometimes it's difficult to get the right angle to see everything, but I'll endeavour to do most of the oil points here. Probably should grease those metal gears there. Just use a little bit of lithium. You probably don't have to use lithium grease on these metal gears, but this is fine. And you can just manually apply the grease there. Yeah, just get a good coating on the gears there. Some of that will fly off into the inside of the case or the base plate. Okay. I will check the motor brushes, but I won't go through that in this video. That's a subject for another video really. So what I'd quite like to do once I've done that is just plug in and see what the machine sounds like now. Certainly sounding a lot better than it was before. Yeah. Now let's swap out some of these bits here. There's a screw missing here, and okay, that just pops off. That's a non-original bulb. That looks like a reproduction type bulb. Let's swap that out. That's a pretty good quality bulb though, I think. Let's go for a more genuine looking bulb. That's a Philips, made in Great Britain. Certainly can't go wrong there. This is the nice one off the other machine. I will give that a quick clean up. I do like the colour scheme. Would you call it beige and brown? I guess beige and brown. Back in the 80s, the New Zealand cricket team, they had a beige and brown uniform. It was very striking for back in the day. They wear black now. They call themselves the Black Caps, the New Zealand cricketers. I might even put in a quick photo for you of the beige and brown cricketers. But yep, beige, brown and gold here combination. I do like it. Make sure we can just take that screw off there. How does that come off? Yeah. That just was sort of, yeah, that was just a little bit tight there. And the little dial indicator there points to the left. This here points to the left hand side, and here we have the nice clean one to install. That's that done there, so that's all good there. And bobbin winder, shall I do that? The other one's looking quite good, this one's looking a bit worn, but to get to the bobbin winder screw I need to take the hand wheel off, which needs to come off anyway. I'll swap it over. You can see this one's quite chipped. Now these screws here don't need to come right out, that just needs to be loosened. That's in pretty good nick anyway, but I think I'll swap the other ones slightly better. That comes off there. This one here. Yep. Yeah, it's pity the hand wheel's not able to be converted to a treadle. That's actually a project that I want to do with one of my Singer 700s, just for a laugh really, just out of pure because I can. Just give this a quick clean up here. I'm putting greasy marks all over there is grease here, and then while I'm there I'll put some oil on the shaft there. Before I do that though, is that tight? Yeah, that's tight. Put a spring there, so this yeah, that bit there locates into that little hole there, and you'll also see an oil hole there for the bobbin winder, and then just refit that. But before I do, I'll give that a quick deep clean there. That probably needs a bit more work to clean that right up, but I'm not going to get too fussy about that today. Yep, pretty good. That screw there, that's a force fit here so that actually, you know, doesn't need any springs or anything to hold that against the wheel. That's just force fit there. Put the hand wheel back on. I'll go through and check later on that this is set correctly, but in the meantime I'm just going to screw that back on. Yeah, I can see that's not set right. Might as well do it right while I'm here. I just think that needs to be flipped. If that doesn't sort it, just flip that 180 degrees. Yep, that's got it this time. I can just tell by where the little stoppers are. Yep, that's good. I'll do the bobbin winder tensioner there. It's not bad, but the other one is definitely better. Give that a clean while I'm at it. Yeah, this side there, I think that's oil residue. Probably needs a bit of a deeper clean there. It's not too bad. Don't get too carried away. So this needs to be set. So this sideways adjustment determines, you know, that even bobbin winding. So if the bobbin winds too thick on one side, you just adjust this here. Having a look at this cover here, that looks okay. These little dials here could probably do with swapping. Ooh, they're tight. I just had to get it on its back there just so that I can get a bit more force down onto this, because that screw is very tight. Ooh, yeah, that's tight. I don't think I'll change that rear one. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, that's not looking too bad at all. There's the better one. That's that on there now. Now the tension disc assembly here. So one on the very end here. Oh, that's tight. Okay, bit of downward pressure required. Camera stopped recording for some reason. Anyway, I had already loosened this, but I'll show you that, and that should just pop straight out like that, and you can see that the tension discs there are a little bit rusty looking. I could probably clean that up, but I'm not going to worry about it. I've got another good one over here. Yeah, I was just having a close look at these. A little bit of surface rust on these here, so I think it's just the one screw there. I might as well swap those out. Is it beige? It's probably more like a fawny colour. I'm not sure how well it comes through on the camera, but it's actually more of a fawn, I guess. I don't mind beige. I don't care what Billy Connolly says. I don't mind it. Okay, here's the other parts here. These are looking in pretty good condition. Yeah. That plate. That is a guide, and also sets the stopper for the check spring. I won't go into that in too much detail on this video. I'll just set it in the centre there roughly, and then it's just a matter of popping the tensioner back in, but just making sure to get the spring over the stopper like that, and then just tighten the screw whilst holding the tension disc in there. That's all set to go. Face plate here, and the threading diagram on the inside there. Yeah, they certainly don't make sewing machines like this anymore, that's for sure. I guess this would have been a reasonably expensive machine. Being made in the USA, of course, you know, it's top quality, can't go wrong. Oh, look at all those pattern designs there. Pretty nice. Give that a quick clean there. Very nice cream as well. So cream, fawn, brown, gold. Yep, I like it. I don't know. Leave comments about the cleaning, whether you like to see, you know, the full clean, or whether you would rather it sped up, or whether you would rather just not see it at all. I just don't really know. Nice matching brown felts here. The lid on. I didn't even check it sews. I should have really, probably. But oh well, we'll see. That case is a little bit rusty. It's not bad. Yeah, that one's looking a bit better there. A bit of oil on the hook race there, and let's put that in there. Yeah, that one's okay. Put that back on there. Install a needle there. Flat to the back. Just about ready to try out. I'll tidy up the bench and let's give this wee beauty a try out. I hope you don't have a weak stomach. There's a few Slaters and dead flies and bits and pieces hanging around in there. I'll clean that out, and of course I'll attach this to the bottom of the machine. I'm not going to get too fussy about this at this stage. Righto, put the base back on, and let's just quickly thread up and see how we go. Yeah, I think the tension release needs a bit of attention there, adjustment. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's sounding okay. Yeah, the tension needs attention. Zigzag B and L. Set that to B, and that one's on. Set that one to L. Forward. Yeah, the bobbin tension's probably a bit tight there. I'm not going to get too carried away at this stage with tension. It sounds okay. Wouldn't say it's the smoothest machine I've ever heard. That's about it for this one. I think this machine's pretty well set to go. Probably needs a little bit of tuning. It's come up really nice. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's a beautiful machine, and I'm really happy with the way it came up, and I will be hanging on to this little beauty. I hope you enjoyed that and found that helpful, and thank you very much for watching.